love him?
Pardon me?
Do you love him?
You're being very rude. You shouldn't be asking me this.
Well, it's a simple question. Do you love the guy or not?
This is not a suitable conversation.
Why can't you just answer the question?
This is absurd. You don't know me and I don't know you, and we are not having this conversation at all. You are rude and uncouth and presumptuous, and I am leaving now.
It's always who is the witch and not how is the witch. Words hurt, guys. Rachel, I swear to Satan, you have to stop blaming me for your children dying. Maybe they just didn't like you. Or maybe you should have married someone who wasn't your brother. I know the snowstorm killed half of the men in the town, but you could have looked a little bit harder. Like, I'm listening. There's just this, like, God damn it. I mean, all of God's creatures are lovely. I am very sensitive about my nose. Please stop saying it's big. You know I'm a Pisces. Matthias, for the 100th time, I did not kill your crops. You are a really bad farmer. How many times have we had to tell you, you have to water the crops for them to grow?
I'm not your friend or anything, damn. You think that you're the man. I think therefore I am. Stop. What the hell are you talking about? Get my pretty name out of your mouth. We are not the same with or without. Don't talk about me like how you might know how I feel. Top of the world, but your world isn't real. It wasn't ideal. Love so good, yeah, love so sweet. Hey, baby, you deserve the treat. Diamonds on my wrist, so he call me ice cream. You could double dip, cause I know you like me. Ice cream, chillin', chillin', ice cream, chillin'.
I am Icarus. Many people see my death as a tragedy. That is very wrong. In my opinion, they did not tell you. When Apollo gave me wings, they did not tell you that I knew I would burn in flames. I knew, you see, I knew the agony I would face, and as I fell, I knew I did it for the sun. As hot burning wax slithered down my spine, as seductive kisses of agony peppered my skin and muscle, I laughed. I laughed as where I saw beauty, others saw pain. I loved it, you see. It was addictive, and even Dionysus would marvel at my insanity. There is no beauty without pain, and now as I wait for judgment in the land of Hades, I ask myself, was it worth the fall for the sun? And I answer, yes. Yes, it was.
If womb is pronounced womb, and tomb is pronounced tomb, shouldn't bomb be pronounced boom? Is that a pun?
What's gonna be left of the world if you're not in it? What's gonna be left of the world? Oh. Every minute and every hour, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Oh. Every stumble and each misfire, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you. Watching through my fingers, watching through my fingers, caught off guard by our favorite song. Well, I'll be dancing at a funeral, dancing at a funeral, sleeping in the clothes you love. It's such a shame we have to see them, but shame we have to see them, but what's gonna be left of the world if you're not in? Maybe
100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories make me interesting at parties.
100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories make me interesting.
So I go to college and I have the worst job on campus. I'm an RA on campus. And one time at 4:30 in the morning, I get a knock on my door, and someone says to me, "There's a kid dead in the bathroom." And I said, "Dead in the bathroom?" And he goes, "Dead in the bathroom." And I said, "Oh my God." So I walk down the hall and they show me this kid, and he looks like he's dead in the bathroom. And so I called the cops and said, "Hey, there's a kid dead in the bathroom." And the cops show up, and then the kid wakes up and he starts throwing up violently all over the place. And the cop says, we should call an ambulance. And then the kid says, don't call the ambulance. And I said, we should really call the ambulance. And we didn't call the ambulance. And then the kid gets into a fight with the cop, and the cop gives him a hearing notice. And then the kid tears up the hearing notice in front of the cop. And this happened at 4:30 in the morning.
Don't go in there, you'll become one. Freaky creatures, monster party. Eyes of yellow, scales and feathers, tails and tethers. Turn the lights off, bend the nightmare you control.
But even though the fire department was only located 2.5 miles away from the home, the firefighters bizarrely didn't reach the Sauter house until 8 a.m., 7 hours after the fire began. And by the time they arrived, the house was literally ash.
Time to reevaluate your staff there.
You really see where your tax money's going there.
That's not like, oh boy, we really dropped the ball on that one. That's like firefighters from Florida could have driven up there in time.
In their defense, it was Christmas Eve.
Oh, it's fine if people die
So
on
like
Christmas
they
Eve.
tried calling. I'm not saying I'm condoning them for being 7 hours late to a fire that was 2.5 miles away.
It's just not great.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I could run that in probably about an hour at least.
I could spit the fire out.
I could probably chug a beer.
I could just spit on the fire. I love this right off the bat.
What do you love about it?
Well, I'll tell you what. I love it when serial killers have a fun little thing. I don't approve of serial killers, but I think if you're gonna kill a bunch of people, you might as well have some fun with it.
I feel like you have baseball cards of this guy.
I absolutely do not. They don't make serial killer baseball cards, though, do they?
If they did, you'd probably own them.
You would own them.
No, I think you would own them too.
I'd be like, I'll trade you a Gacy for a...
I'll trade you a Gacy for a Zodiac.
One time I was at the dinner table when I was like 6, because I had to be. My dad goes, how was school today? I said, it was good, but someone pushed Tyler off the seesaw. And where were you? I was over on the bench. And what did you do? Nothing, I was over on the bench. But you saw what happened. Yeah, because I was over on the bench. So you saw what happened and you did nothing. Yeah, because I was sitting over on the bench. Let me ask you this. In Nazi Germany, when people saw what the Nazis were doing and they did nothing, were those good people? Oh no, those are bad people. You gotta stop the Nazis. But you saw what they were doing to Tyler and you did nothing because I was over on the bench.
You never get free, lamb to the slaughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? The price of your greed is your son and your daughter. What you gonna do when there's blood in the water? Look me in my eyes, tell me everything's not fine. Well, the people ain't happy, and the river has run dry. You thought you could go free, but that system is done for. If you live,
My girlfriend's bitching 'cause I always sleep in. She's always screaming when she's calling a friend. She's kinda hot though. Yeah, she's kinda hot though.
That reminds me of a dream I had where I was kissing a girl.
Good save.
And she was really pretty and tall and had curly hair.
And totally not you.
You called the police before you called me?
I'm supposed to call you first when I find a dead body?
Drag my feet along the floor, then I see you. You're walking across the campus, cool professor studying romances. How am I supposed to pretend?
It's right above us. The country right above us, the language they speak.
Spanish.
The country right above us, not below us.
Bitch, I don't know.
You got Mexico, U.S., and... Fuck, Skip! Oh, my God.
I'm not gonna do
All right,
this.
it's not Chinese, it's...
Japanese.
Okay. It's not German. It sounds really fancy. Tendresse, caresse.
Spanish.
No, sir. It got like oui.
Chinese.
Oui. You said oui.
Oui is French.
Why did you say bonjour?
All right, important question for our friendship. When you go to the movie theater, do you ask for extra butter or regular butter or no butter?
I put M&Ms with the popcorn.
All right, I'm going to remove George from this call.
Hold on, please.
He's all burnt toast, running late and dad jokes. Does anybody see my nephew? Close my eyes, take a bite, grab a ride, laugh out loud. There it is, up on the roof. I've been there, I survived. So just take my advice. Hang in there, baby, things are crazy, but I know your future's bright. Hang in there, baby, there's no maybe. Everything turns out alright. Your life is up and down, but trust me, it comes back around. You're gonna love who you turn out to be. Hang in there, baby.
2 cans of beer a day, and that's your bleeding lot. And now we've got an extra one because they stopped the tots. So we'll put on our civvy clothes, find a pub ashore. A sailor's just a sailor, just like he was before. Go all on the road.